keep the music playing.
Everybody, it is Terrific Tuesday here, Backyard Bar Stage and Grill, Zack Owen Show. Welcome. It's a live show here, and we're going to continue what we're calling Oktoberfest Brew Week, because Oktoberfest in Germany got underway, and my whole TikTok is full of nothing but stuff from Oktoberfest right now. That's the thing about TikTok. If you look at one thing quite a bit, it's going to pull a lot. You got to go look at it. Thousands and thousands of people. And my favorite, in fact, I don't know if you'll be able to do that, but there's some videos of these young, look like little lady girls, and they're in their little German dresses, which has a name, I'm sure. What's it called? An obel, a what? A deer?
Dirndl.
Dirndl, that's right. Starts with a D. Okay. And Lizzie B, she takes probably 12 giant mugs of beer to carry out, and they're double stacked. I'm going, how the hell do they do that? Anyway, pretty crazy. Watch those videos. Oktoberfest going on in Germany. We're having Oktoberfest here, and today we've got Southern Roots, and we're going to talk all about beer. But, you know, let's kick it off the way we do every morning. Get it going with our national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance.
The following words were spoken by the late Red Skelton on his television program as he related the story of his teacher, Mr. Laswell, who felt his students had come to think of the Pledge of Allegiance as merely something to recite in class each day. Now, more than ever, listen to the meaning of these words. I've been listening to you boys and girls recite the Pledge of Allegiance all semester, and it seems as though it's becoming monotonous to you. May I recite it and try to explain to you the meaning of each word. I, me, an individual, a committee of one. Pledge, dedicate all my worldly goods to give without self-pity. Allegiance, my love and my devotion. To the flag, our standard, Old Glory, a symbol of freedom. Wherever she waves, there's respect, because your loyalty has given her a dignity that shouts, freedom is everybody's job. United, that means that we've all come together. States, individual communities that have united into 48 great states, 48 individual communities with pride and dignity and purpose, all divided with imaginary boundaries, yet united to a common purpose, and that's love for country. And to the Republic, a state in which sovereign power is invested in representatives chosen by the people to govern. And government is the people, and it's from the people to the leaders, and not from the leaders to the people. For which it stands, one nation. One nation meaning so blessed by God, indivisible, incapable of being divided, with liberty, which is freedom, the right of power to live one's own life without threats, fear, or some sort of retaliation. And justice, the principle or quality of dealing fairly with others, for all, which means, boys and girls, it's as much your country as it is mine. Since I was a small boy, 2 states have been added to our country, and 2 words have been added to the Pledge of Allegiance, under God. Now, wouldn't it be a pity if someone said that's a prayer, and that it would be eliminated from schools too? God bless America.
Backyard Bar Stage and Grill, Zack Owen Show. Yes, it is October Fest week. It's all about beer. And I got 2 guys here from Southern Roots. I got Dustin and Ryan here to talk about beer. And I know beer is in their blood, right?
That's right.
Maybe even right now.
A little left over from yesterday.
That's right. Hey, just remember to clean those lines once in a while, okay? It's all about cleaning, right?
Always. Too much.
Always cleaning. Well, guys, thanks so much for coming in. Southern Roots. Give us a little, before we jump into Southern Roots and about beer, give us a little background on you and about you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Where you're from originally, maybe, and
Yeah, so originally I'm from Killeen area. My father, my grandfather, and myself were all stationed at Fort Hood.
Really?
Yeah, we were there, and then when I got out of the Army, I went to Texas State University.
Right.
And that's actually coincidentally where I really fell in love with breweries. And I always tell people, some stars were aligning at that time. And then I met my wife there. We got married, and we moved up to Waco to start a brewery. And
now let me interrupt you a second. Was the girlfriend, then wife, as into beer and brewing as you were? Or did you have to...
She likes beer, but when I started buying all this stuff and bringing it home, she wasn't as enthusiastic. I'd say that.
Did she say, where are you going to put that? What are you going to do with that?
What do you mean we have to put it in her closet? That's where my clothes is.
But she came around.
She did.
All right. Keep on telling me about it.
Yeah. So then we moved to Waco, and together we have 2 kids of our own and 2 adopted kids. And, yeah, we made Southern Roots our home here.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. What kind of was the brewing part what brought you to Waco?
It was. And the joke we have in our family is my dad was really into home brewing. And when I say these stars started to align, and then I went to college, and some laws in Texas changed, which we can kind of get into later.
Right.
And breweries started to pop up. And then my senior year, I had to do a study on a local business, and I did it on a brewery because I was starting to kind of be interested in them. And we were making beer every time one of my family members got married, one of my siblings. So we joke that I ran out of siblings to make beer for, so we had to open a brewery.
Let's just make it for the masses.
Yes.
I love it. We've run out of guinea pigs. Now we're going to go for the masses. I love that. Yeah. I got to say, thank you for your service. Your whole family, back in the radio days with Jim, we were so tied in and so thankful to be considered part of the Fort Hood crew. You know, Jim and I went to Iraq twice. We went to Afghanistan twice. We went to Korea with everything from 4ID to 3-Corps to CAV to Air Cav, and just love our men and women in uniform. And fortunately, we were elected to be part of the Good Neighbors program and our ugly faces hang up in the hallway there at 3-Corps headquarters. Maybe they've taken them down by now, Kevin, or maybe they've thrown enough darts at them that, you know, whatever. But thank you for your service.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Of course.
Love that. All right, let's find out about you.
Born and raised here in Waco. Went to Robinson and everything.
A
and
rocket.
Then, yep. And then eventually left, went up to Missouri, studied conservation biology there, got a strong emphasis.
Studied
in
what?
Conservation biology. Just
Okay.
wanted to be a game warden, but that never really worked
okay.
out. But I got a strong emphasis in chemistry. Ended up moving back here, did insurance for about 5 years, and then started working over at Southern Roots as like just a little measly bartender, and kind of just worked my way up.
Have you always liked beer? I mean, going back
Oh,
to
yes.
your...
Up in Missouri, I started drinking a lot of craft beer up there. My first craft beer was at Uinta Brewing out in Salt Lake City.
Right.
And then it just started teetering out into like the St. Louis area, getting all the way down into Springfield with Mothers and all that, and just all sorts of really cool beer all over the place. Started to realize, and I was one of the few that just didn't drink Keystone at tailgates all the time. I was
Yeah.
the one that had like all sorts of weird like Belgian tripels and
Yeah.
everything, but it was a lot of fun.
You guys may know this, but when the craft beer push really kind of started and became, where did you say it kind of started? What state would you say really was ahead of its time? Or
It's California and the West Coast.
Oh, really?
Pacific Northwest as a whole. They had access to all the hops because you could grow it
You can
out
grow
there.
them.
The
Really?
grain was a stone throw away, so and they would
Oh.
get fresh hops galore. So
okay, all right. I would have guessed if I would have said, oh, like, you know, Boston and up in that area, you know, that would be popular right off the. I would have never thought California.
Samuel Adams actually led the charge for homebrewers and everything because there was a great hop shortage. I can't remember the time frame, but they were donating their own hops to homebrewers and everything that were trying to actually learn about
Really?
the process and everything. So it's really cool to kind of see the community that's out there.
Is Samuel Adams still Samuel Adams, or has it been bought up by a conglomerate?
I
Or,
think they're Boston Brewing Company
Okay.
now.
but still not the mega giant guy.
But I mean, like, they're still putting out like a bunch of just like one-offs and everything, but you actually have to be like closer to their home range for
To
it.
get that.
To get access. Like, because people in North Carolina get access to it. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
I remember as a young person, you know, 15, 16, 17, 18, if I'm doing my math right, people would have a keg party, and they would say, I'm trying to remember this exactly right so I don't screw it up. They would buy a keg of Shiner, because at the time, Shiner was the cheapest. Nobody wanted Shiner, you know, back then. I'm talking a long time ago. And they'd buy a bunch of, now, you know, Shiner box, Shiner, you know, kind of ooh la la type thing. But to me, it also kind of, I had a buddy of mine that used to drink Tito's vodka. Buy it cheap, man. You'd buy it cheap. And then all of a sudden, it's Tito's. And the price goes, cha-ching, going up on that. Well, it's great having you guys. Thanks for coming in this morning from over at Southern Roots. We're going to talk about Southern Roots. We're going to talk about beer. A lot of things we're going to discuss this morning on the show. But right now, we're going to go over to Lizzie B. She's here. And are you sobered up from yesterday, by the way?
Yeah, I'm on my second Red Bull, so I hope so.
Okay. What's happening in country music news?
Well, Luke Bryan, famous for his hip-shaking dance moves, had a dance battle of the ages during his farm tour stop in Lansing, Michigan over the weekend. In the middle of his performance, Bryan spotted a sign in the crowd, and he invited a 17-year-old fan to come and join him on stage. The teen admitted that his girlfriend had set him up for the dance-off, but he took on the challenge. The boy hopped up and shook his way around stage, stage, but the moves did not exactly impress the superstar. The 12th annual Nashville Comedy Festival is returning for another multi-day celebration running from April 9th through the 19th of 2026 and is taking over Nashville's premier iconic and historic venues. This year's all-star lineup includes Albert Brooks, David Spade, Heather McMahon, Kevin James, Morgan J, Sal Lucano, Kathy Griffin, Grace O'Malley, and so many more. Finally, Vanderbilt University is vying to become one of the top sources for national security research and expertise in the country. Administrators want this fledgling institute to rival more established centers like Harvard, Georgetown, and Stanford. So they are bringing in General Stanley McChrystal to campus to kick off the institute's fall series lecture, which is really interesting. So I'm Lizzie B at the Backyard with your Nashville news, and I'll see y'all later.
Very good. She'll be back in about 30 minutes. We'll talk about what's going on around Waco and around Central Texas. So let's talk Southern roots now. First of all, how did it just come about? You sitting around in your garage and with your then girlfriend or wife and said, let's do it? Or
Yeah, so like I said, my dad was really getting into it as a hobby. I was getting into it, and a little bit of background. You know, my parents are just real entrepreneurial type people.
Right.
They own other businesses, and you know, it was Father's Day. I think we went to Barrow in Salado.
Yeah.
And we were sitting around having a beer, and you know, he and I were just kind of doing the math, and I was talking with my parents, and I was like, "There's $7. There's $7," and we were counting it up, and I said, okay, all these breweries keep opening and they're busy. There's got to be a business model here, right?
Exactly.
So we started calling around, and the one thing I can say about the brewing community is everybody answered their phone and opened their doors and said, oh, you want to know how to do this? I'll tell you. Barrow, Bold Republic, they let me come and brew with them, just show me how to do it.
That's great.
And the community was like, you want to open a brewery? We're going to make sure you can succeed.
Yeah.
Here's what we learned along the way. And
Here's what to do and here's what not to do.
Exactly. And we put together a plan, and we came up to visit with some folks in Waco. And this is where it gets, again, those stars start aligning. My mother's on the board for the VLA Arts Center in Killeen, and she was selling a chandelier. She drives up to Waco to meet a woman to sell the chandelier, and she's like, gosh, I would just really love to open a brewery in Waco, but I need a 5,000 square foot building. And the woman says, oh, I own a 5,000 square foot building. Do you want to go see it? Here we are 6 years later.
Hey, you want to trade the chandelier for this 5,000? No, that's not how it went. But wow, 6 years.
Yeah.
And I know when you first walked into that space and you started picturing in your mind, okay, how long did it take from the day you walked in to the day you opened to get it ready?
About 2 years.
Really?
We
That long?
incorporated early 2018. That's when we incorporated, so we were putting together the brand, the idea, what it was going to look like, and then we opened, and we incorporated January 2018, opened October 2019.
I want to, talking about 2 years in opening, how hard, because there's got to be government regulations and whatever, TABC, all that kind of stuff. How hard is it?
It's really challenging if you've never seen it. And so since we've opening Waco, we've opened 2 additional locations in other cities, and it becomes easier, but there is it's tedious, and there's a lot of law and things that you have to be familiar with. And you want to do it right. You know, you don't want to screw something up or,
Sure.
Hurt somebody or get something wrong. So you do stick to the letter of the law, but there's a lot of letters of laws you got to follow.
Do you really believe that it's a kind of an overkill? Do you think there's too much
Absolutely.
paperwork?
And it could be simplified, and I'm not an expert. I know about beer, not politics.
That's it.
But I know that there's got to be a better way to do some of this stuff.
Sure. And again, you probably learned a lot from Barrow when you got started.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's great, man. That's a nice story there. All right, we're going to continue to talk about Southern roots and about beer in general. But right now, we're going to take a commercial break. First of all, though, we'll talk to you about my friends at Be Kind Coffee. You got to have a little coffee in the morning before you hit the brew. What time do you start drinking beer?
Beer?
What's kind of your time? Do you have a 12 noon start
we got a
time?
rule. What's our rule?
What's the rule?
I was about to say, typically we're not allowed to start drinking a beer until you've pitched yeast. So it's at kind of the very end of the brew day.
Right.
But, sometimes you got to do a little QA, QC. You got to
Sure.
test a couple things that are kind of coming off the tanks. And before you know it, it's a barrel-aged stout, and it's a good day.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, my gosh. But anyway, back what I was saying, a cup of coffee in the morning is what you need. My friends at Be Kind Coffee, Washington Avenue. They're open 7 days a week, open until 6 o'clock. You want a cup of coffee, you want to get some either ground or the beans, take it home, do it yourself. Maybe you want homemade pastries, homemade bagels. They make their own bagels down there. Stop in, check them out online. First of all, BeKindCoffeeCrew.com. They're good people down there. Check it out. Be Kind Coffee, back after this.
Is your Mac running slow? Mac Booster 8 is your all-in-one solution to clean up 20 types of junk files, remove malware and viruses, and protect your device. It also optimizes your Mac's hard disk, fixes disk permission issues, and cleans memory, all to boost your Mac's performance to the max. Get your Mac running like new again with Mac Booster 8. Visit macboost.net today.
Finding a sleep sack that my baby likes has been a struggle.
The sleep sack from Joy is a major upgrade.
It's all natural eucalyptus, which is breathable and hypoallergenic, which is really great for your baby's sensitive skin.
And it's made with Climatech, which regulates your baby's temperature.
You can also get Joy's crib sheets, which are made of the same super soft material.
Joy gave my baby comfort
and gave me peace of mind.
At Matt Piffle, we believe in celebrating your journey, past, present, and future. Our unique personalized products are designed to boost your confidence, elevate creativity, and honor what matters most. From custom home decor to meaningful gifts, we help you cherish the memories that make you who you are. Visit mappiffle.com and start celebrating your story today.
Maud Lily is your go-to for stylish and affordable fashion that fits your life. Whether you're looking for the perfect swimsuit for a beach day, a chic dress for a night out, or cozy tops for everyday wear, Maud Lily has it all. Their extensive collection of swimwear, including bikinis, tankinis, and one-pieces, always keeps you on trend, while their dresses and tops come in flattering styles for every occasion. Visit maudlily.com today.
Natural Cycles identifies your fertile window by analyzing changes in your temperature. It's the first FDA-cleared birth control app. No hormones, no side effects, and 93% effective with typical use, and 98% effective with perfect use. Just measure in the morning, add your temperature into the app, then learn which days you can and cannot get pregnant. It's that easy. Learn more at naturalcycles.com.
A house is a property, but we live in homes. Home sweet home. Homes where the heart is. Home. There's no place like it. Homes are filled with memories and emotions. OfferPad knows this is your home, not your house. That's why we do what we do. Every day, we aim to deliver the best home buying and selling experience so you can spend less time real estating and more time living.
Hey, we're back live at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. All right, guys, today is, now Kevin?
Yep.
Kevin puts all this together.
Well, what happened?
It says today is Monday.
Oh, it's Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday.
Yep.
Please don't do that to me again.
Is it all the same stuff from yesterday?
It could be the same stuff. No, it's not the same stuff.
All right.
All right, today is Tuesday. Today is September 23rd.
Yep.
All right. Here's what we celebrate, guys, today. International Day of Sign Language.
That's a good one. And then I have a little quiz for you whenever, because we're a little delayed on our TV here, but you have to guess what is being said in sign language on the graphic
really?
here. Yeah. You ready?
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
So.
What does that say?
Yeah, what does it say? Anybody know sign language? Know what that is? This is very basic, foundational level. Okay.
On your mark, get set, go.
Oh, God.
Oh, well, I mean, I could see that.
Okay.
You know, with the
gun.
The gun. Yeah. Okay.
Recum Tech.
Right. Wishful thinking. Okay.
Yeah.
Al. I see the L at the end.
Okay. All right. I like that.
Lizzie B, what do you say?
What is it?
ASL, American Sign Language.
It is ASL. Yep.
Okay.
That's a good guess. I like the L at the end. You knew that, so yeah. There you go.
One of the funniest skits, and probably today it's your politically correct day. It probably is not well, maybe it is. We'll find out. But back in the old days, if you remember, the comedian Garrett Morris was on Saturday Night Live. This is 100 years ago, and Chevy Chase would do the news. Remember, he'd read the news, and Chevy Chase would go, "And now, for our hard of hearing, Dr. So-and-so will interpret." And he'd go, "In tonight's news," and Garrett Morris would go, "In tonight's news." You think he's going to do sign language. Anyway, okay, here we go. International Day of Sign Languages, National Snack Stick Day. We're talking earlier about hot dogs. Snack sticks. What's in a snack stick?
Do hot dogs count as a snack stick?
Well, I mean, I'm saying you don't really know what that is inside of it, right?
Okay.
Well, it's true.
Do you know what it is? It's like
I would guess that there are varying levels of quality of snack sticks. And so what I have here is probably like top of the line.
Yeah, but that looks like something you would buy in green at one of the nice.
Right, but then there's your run-of-the-mill Slim Jims.
I'm talking about the one when you run into the
snap it to a Slim Jim.
Yeah. No. Or you run into the unknown convenience store and they're on the counter there.
Mm-hmm.
So today is National Voter Registration Day. Everybody registered to vote? Everybody votes?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, good deal. Today is Let's Celebrate Bisexuality Day. Okay.
The silence is.
I'm just saying, that's
strong.
what it is.
Yes,
We're celebrating.
Indecisiveness, yes.
National Great American Pot Pie Day. Do y'all remember when Marie Callender's had the restaurant at the mall out there on the parking lot? It's now an office of some kind. But then it became a sushi place, but it was Marie Callender's. You remember that? Mm-hmm. No?
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been several years ago, but Marie Callender's, you buy their pot pies, and their pies, they're famous for pies, in the store, the grocery store.
Yep.
And they opened a restaurant, and it was okay. But anyway, it closed down. Marie Callender's, if you like pot pies, try theirs. Do you have a pot pie? Are you a pot pie guy?
No, but my kids are.
Yeah.
They love them.
Hey, it's everything you want in a little pie.
Exactly.
There's vegetables, meat.
Gravy.
Restless leg syndrome awareness. And I pretty much, you're probably aware of it. My girlfriend has that, and she has one of those weighted blankets that she puts on the bed. But anyway, it's a day to raise awareness about restless leg syndrome, a neurological condition causing uncomfortable sensations and urges to move the legs. Medical groups, online communities, and health advocates share information and support this day. So there you go. We're aware of your legs. And she usually slams them up against me. Honey, please be still, please. All right, we're talking Southern Roots. And you mentioned a little while ago about it opened up, and you've come a long way. You got 3 locations. Tell us about the 3 different locations.
So obviously Waco is home. That's our first one. Waxahachie, and if you say that wrong, they will correct you if you're there. It's our second location, and it is actually in a old train depot that was built in 1907. Yeah. And when they repainted it, I pulled up one day, and I called my mom, and I was like, "You're not going to believe the color of this building. It is mustard yellow." But that was the original 1907 Union Pacific yellow on the building.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then our third location is in Killeen, which just opened about 2 months ago. And that is in the historic Hacks Levi building, which at one point was also an Army Western wear. And my grandfather would go there to buy Army boots when he was stationed there.
Really?
So all full circle.
Wow.
Wow. That's a great story right there. And when did the Killeen open? How long is it?
The end of May.
Okay, so it's fairly new.
Yeah, 3 months ago.
Are all 3 locations very similar, or is there distinct differences?
You got a bunch of different cohorts of people out there. I've noticed up in the Waxahachie area, we have a lot more people that are drinking a little bit more malty lagers and everything.
Right. So you kind of brew to the community.
Oh, yes,
What's what
very
they
much.
are really into.
Mm-hmm. I was about saying it really helps push the craft aspect because it kind of gets like gears turning and everything.
Right.
Waco, it's funny. It kind of bounces around. You got like the most beer tasting beer, which is like our American light lager, and then we have like double hazies, triple hazies that kill out here, and then barrel aged stouts. People just chug that basically.
Right.
So it's kind of just all over the place. Killeen, we're slowly starting to kind of figure out that crowd. They're starting to like the light lagers and everything, and then a little bit more of the traditional pilsners.
I would guess that Killeen, and you would know this more than anything, Killeen, with the amount of military from all over, it would probably be kind of difficult to narrow it down to one because you got so many from so many parts of the country and the world there. So that'll be interesting to figure that one out. Lizzie B., what did you tell me yesterday is your favorite beer, your kind of beer?
Typically I go for a cider, but it's like a light whatever. I'll test the waters with an IPA. My favorite recently has been like the St. Arnold cold IPA. That one's been a go-to. But I love a good like tart cider.
Tart. Not sweet, but tart.
No.
What would you say out of all of them, if you were to put, what is the number one selling that you brew?
Honey lager that we have, the Bosque Honey Lager. We teamed up a while back with one of the first breweries to open up here in Waco, which was
Bosque Brewing.
Yeah, Bosque Brewing Company. And we reached out to the guy and we're like, hey, we want to pay homage to like your beer that you had there. What was like your favorite thing? And he showed us his honey ale that he had made. So we just turned that into a honey lager, had like a big release with it and everything.
Oh, wow.
And sure enough, it just started selling.
Everybody
like
loved
hotcakes. Yeah, we can't keep it in the tap room really. Like our distribution company takes it and it's the number 2 on their portfolio. So right behind
I'm
Shiner.
pretty sure that your big sellers, you keep them going all the time. Do you also find it based on the time of year, fall, winter, whatever, that you come out with something different or new?
Oh yeah, very much so. Especially coming into the summer, I brought everything down into lower ABV stuff, something that you want to be able to sit out there, it's sessionable and drink, and it's refreshing. And you could have multiple of. As you start to get into winter time, it's like a little bit easier to drink your heavier type stuff. Or even like spring is a vastly different thing with saisons.
Right. Okay, please don't tell me that you have a pumpkin spice beer for fall and winter.
Not this year. I know last year we
done it?
had one. Yes, we had a pumpkin spice stout, which was like a pumpkin spice latte, and it did decently well. And before that, we did like a pumpkin cream ale and everything, and we used to add like cream to it and everything.
Pumpkin cream ale. Wow. Interesting. Hey, if a guy comes in there and is not I'll admit to you right off the bat, I'm not a big beer drinker. I've never been a beer drinker. I drink rum, but I do occasionally might drink a beer. For a guy like me that's not a regular beer drinker, that really doesn't know what he wants, what would you suggest right off the bat?
Immediately right off the bat would just be an American light lager that we have, the Alico. It's a really crushable 4.5% beer, use a lot of corn, so it's just your classic beer tasting beer.
Speaking of 4.5, what's the heaviest content you sell?
The highest that we've ever sold, I want to say, was our barley wine, the Madam Molly, sitting at about 14%, roughly.
My gosh.
Yeah, that was a fun one to make, and that's one that we had a guy that
That was a fun one to drink. What do you mean, mate?
It was something else, I'll tell you.
Yeah, we had a guy that drove up from San Antonio and bought like 14 bottles from us that we were selling for like 25 a piece.
Wow.
Yeah, he has them all stowed away somewhere.
Because this is going to show how I don't know. How do you increase the amount of alcohol? How does that happen?
Lots and lots and lots of grain. Sometimes you can kind of do like a dilution factor of like you just have less, I guess not dilution, you have less water, so it's like a thicker mash in there. And then sometimes you just keep adding other types of sugar like a dextrose, or you can actually use a dry malt extract.
Takes longer?
Usually you can also increase the boil. So with all my stouts, I do like a minimum of a 4-hour boil on it. So it makes for a really long day, but it just creates a really nice like thick viscosity and everything. It's like a fun nightcap. So
I was watching a TikTok from Oktoberfest, and there's a girl, and a German girl, and she's explaining what German words to use and English words. It's very interesting. But she was saying, German beer, this particular, whatever, I can't remember what she said, our staple has 4 ingredients. Water, gotta help me out here.
The Rheinsgebaten.
yeah, if you're wanting to go with that principle, it's water, grain, hops, and then technically yeast.
Yeast.
But with that, they don't count yeast in it.
I guess that's the grain. She said wheat. Is that wheat make it a heavier beer?
It usually gives it a little bit more of a mouthfeel. It doesn't have much of what's called a diastatic power, which provides like a sugar content for you.
Yeah.
It provides a little bit, but you get flavor as well as like a mouthfeel from it.
Is I'm talking about that, you know, saying in Germany, that's the 4 things. And you think about real tequila, agave is, you know, is there a rule that says beer must be this?
In order for it to be classified as beer, it has to be 51% grain, and then you have to use hops in with it.
Got to use hops. Where do you get your grains and hops from here locally?
We kind of shop around at a few different places. We have our friends at Pro Brew Supply that are up in the Fort Worth area. A lot of our grain there comes from Montana. And then every now and again, we'll go through Brewer Supply Group, and that comes out of Minnesota.
Oh, okay. Would have never guessed that one right there. We don't have the climate around here for that kind of stuff.
We have 6 Row in Texas, and there is a group in Fort Worth, which sometimes we go and pick up some actual Texas-grown malt. The climate is a factor for us, specifically with hops.
Right.
You really kind of have it. They're very sensitive crop, so it's too hot in Texas for them to behave.
Where in the world is perfect? Who has the best?
Right now, New Zealand.
Really?
If we're talking hops, yeah, there is a huge surge towards New Zealand hops. They're going to be really tropical, really fruity in flavor, while also providing a really nice like bitterness unit, which is the alpha acids and all that.
Right.
So it's just like it's a fun balance. But interesting enough, Michigan is actually starting to push out a lot of spectacular hops that are also kind of showcasing that same thing. Like Michigan Chinook is creating some amazing flavors right now.
Interesting. You think of Michigan, you think of Detroit and cars. Hops. Wow, that's crazy. All right, we're talking beer, Southern Roots, and we'll get into more details about Southern Roots and some of the other things they have, find out it. But right now, let's get a little music going. Let's start it off with a music video here.
1, 2, 3, 4. You never liked where my head was at, so I packed my bags and took my cowboy hat. Came up with my own brand new plan. I cashed in my 401k, headed south to Acapulco Bay, and started my new life as a free man. Down here the water's clear, I'm watching all my worries disappear. And best of all, I'm drinking Mexican beer. It goes down smooth, it's nice and cold. They call it cerveza, so I've been told. And the weather, it stays beautiful all year. Day after day, drinking Mexican beer. sun is hot, but I found me some shade. I guess you could say that I got it made. I finally forgot the troubles that I knew. I made some new friends, they call me El Tigre. Don't know what it means, but we drink every day from sun up to sundown. Girl, I ain't missing you. Down here the water's clear. I'm watching all my worries disappear. And best of all, I'm drinking Mexican beer. It goes down smooth, it's nice and cold. They call it cerveza, so I've been told. And the weather, it stays beautiful all year. Day after day, drinking Mexican beer. It goes down smooth, it's nice and cold. They call it cerveza, so I've been told. And the senoritas, they all love me down here. Spending my time drinking Mexican beer. I'll be right here drinking Mexican beer.
All right, Joel Wood from a appearance here at the Backyard just a few months ago. Speaking of music, today, Thomas Michael Riley will be on stage, play some great music for us in the 9 o'clock hour, so stick around for that. We also have birthdays, what happened on this date in country music. We'll check in with Scotty with the Pete Sousa Show and find out what's going on in sports. And you never know what else is going to happen here at the Backyard. All right, we got Southern Roots here. I don't think I've asked you, how did the name come about, and were there ever any other names considered?
So here's and if you're married, you probably understand, you have a great idea, but your wife actually has a better one. So my wife is actually the one that picked the name, and I had what were apparently not as good names. So yeah, she came up with Southern Roots. And
okay, what did you come up with?
It's like Blood and Steel Brewing Company, and just kind of dude things.
Yeah.
She wasn't a fan.
I have not. Well, yeah, I was part of many years ago the Hog Creek Ice House out the other side of the bridge. We were kind of like before our time. We were the early running of the Will. What's now the Will out there. We were kind of like the Will, but 3 times before. But anyway. So that was my dealing with a business, but I would like to open a nice cigar lounge with cocktails, beer, whatever. I know that's kind of tricky here, but I want to call it Sticks and Stones. No, Sticks and Rocks, because of your rock and your cocktail, and a stick, your cigar. Sticks and Rocks. Anyway.
I'd be a customer.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I have one. Let me write that down. But that's kind of hard to get a license to have a bar with smoking. Mm-hmm. Guess what? Private club that's got to become private, or?
I know. I think you have 2 private clubs. There's one out in McGregor.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And I don't know how that
works.
And you got to get ventilation set up and all that, I think.
Yeah.
So the 90s were fun.
Okay, I just gave away my idea and my name. Somebody's going to do that. Some Baylor entrepreneur is going to start that up. All right, Southern Roots, give us the, again, recap the locations, where they are, and the hours. We haven't talked about hours.
Yeah, so we have 3 locations, Waco, Waxahachie, and Killeen, and we all run the same hours. We're open from 11:30 to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 11:30 to 11 o'clock Friday and Saturday, noon to 8 on Sunday. We serve food.
Give us some of the menu items.
Yeah, so pizza's our big deal, and all of our pizzas, I came up with the idea was I wanted to pair them with specific beers that we have on our menu. And I think my personal favorite is our El Diablo pizza, which is kind of like a jalapeno popper. Mm-hmm. On top of a pizza. It's just a lot of fun.
That sounds good. And what would you pair that with?
That one I'm going with the Alico Light Lager.
I like that. I love it. And what other beverages do you offer? Of course, soft drinks maybe?
Soft drinks. We carry wines, various ciders and meads. The only thing we don't serve really is liquor.
When you say mead, and we were talking about this, I'll tell you off the camera because I don't want to tell it again the story about how Growler got its name. But mead, do you brew the mead in-house, or you bring? What's the process of mead?
So without going too in the weeds on the legal environment for breweries and manufacturing on alcohol in Texas, I legally cannot produce a mead or a cider.
Really?
I can purchase it and resell it, but it's against the law for me to produce it in my facility under my existing license structure.
Okay, why? That doesn't make sense.
That's a great question, but the long and short of it is that Texas has what's known as the 3-tier system, and you fall into one of 3 categories, and you're not allowed to explore benefits that may be reserved for another category. It's convoluted, and from the outside perspective, it makes no sense, and from the inside perspective, it makes even less sense. So here we are.
Oh my gosh! So what are other things you can't do?
I can't act as a distributor, and I cannot act as a manufacturer, which it's crazy because I manufacture beer, but I can't manufacture liquor, spirits, anything that's not classified as a beer.
Now I could maybe see that they're going to be strict on a brewery as opposed to a distillery type place, maybe so. So here's the question. And I hate to bring up another name, but how does Balcones get away with doing whiskeys and beer?
Their tier is different. They are in a different tier than I am. And believe it or not, on their side, they actually have limitations that don't impact me. So there's things I get to do that they actually can't.
Got it. It's kind of a protection, but in a way you're going, okay, why? Anyway.
It was born out of the monopoly area, and it's still lingering.
Sure, I love that. All right, do you do because we do a lot of live music? Do you ever do any live music inside your places?
Oh yeah, I want to say at least like once per week we have some artist that's out there performing, and then right around the springtime every single year we actually work with a variety of different institutions all around Waco. And we host our music festival that
nice.
I cannot recall right now. It's early. Yeah, it's our Battle of the Bands, but it's also called Waco Block Party. So we just pull bands from all over the place.
I actually
just right down the
emceed
street.
that last one.
Yeah, you probably know my wife, Kaylin.
Oh yeah. Small world
coming together.
Yes, that was great. I love doing that. It's in fact 2 or 3 of the people that performed there have been on my show here. But yeah, that was a fun time.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it again?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Do you have a date yet?
Not quite yet. We're still working with some partners, but you can expect it to be even bigger this year.
It was really neat, really cool this last time. All right, I was going to ask you this question earlier. I mentioned it. What's the craziest beer that you've ever brewed or even thought about brewing, and then you go, I don't know?
I wouldn't say it's just crazy, but the one thing that's just really hooked me back into getting to the craft aspect is I made a rosé sour with our friends from Obsidian Brewing down in Leander. So I found hops that mimic a white wine character, and then I got hibiscus to emulate that color while also providing kind of that rose petal kind of flavor. And then it kind of establishes a mouthfeel. And then we add a little bit of strawberry, and sure enough, it's just like a rosé.
Wow. Now, does that take more labor, more time to do something that intense?
A little bit, yeah, because we're having to work on ensuring temperatures are at the right range, especially whenever we're adding the hibiscus to it, because if you go too hot, you start to pull out a real tannic flavor, and that can just make it really harsh and really undrinkable. But if you go too low, you have the possibility of not getting your extraction of the oils that you're really needing from it. But as a whole, like I said, it's just really fun to kind of get those juices flowing and really start thinking about it.
Yeah. I was talking about this yesterday. I remember several years ago, kind of the hot thing was everybody was doing a chocolate beer. Mm-hmm. Remember that kind of hit the market?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're still kind of making that right now. We have a stout that's on the menu that has strong notes of chocolate, like a roasted coffee.
Right.
Splendid.
Great. Now, here's the question. Is Southern Roots done expanding?
I can't ever stop growing.
Oh, boy.
That's all I'll say for now.
I love it. Well, I'm not even going to ask you because you probably wouldn't answer me. I was going to say, where, if you expanded, would you go?
I would say, there's some interesting areas around Austin that are seeing a lot of growth, and there's some interesting DFW areas. But like I tell everybody, nothing's off the table.
Speaking of places, and I grew up in Fort Worth and Mansfield. When I was a kid, that was a farming, ranching community, famous for a rodeo arena. That was it. I went over there during Christmas, and I was blown away how Mansfield has blown up and has a nice high-end steakhouse now, a cigar lounge over there. There you go. You never know.
I was about to say, there's still a bar there that you can smoke cigarettes in. It still blew my mind. I was like, this is a relic of the 90s. Yeah, something that's still hanging on.
I love it. All right, Lizzie B., what's going on? Tell us what's happening. What do we need to do?
Well, Friends for Life is hosting a scavenger hunt this Saturday to benefit Gifts for Grannies and Grandpas. With official clue maps, awards, and refreshments, this is a great way to get out and support Friends for Life and the Gifts for Grannies and Grandpas program, which makes the holidays special and memorable for those often forgotten. Esther's Closet has been packed full thanks to the generosity of our amazing community, but they have certain items that they could still use for donations. They are in most need of plus-size tops, non-slip shoes, new socks, belts, purses, and reusable tote bags. Donations to Esther's Closet are used to enhance the lives of working women in our community, providing professional wear, workforce development, and educational pathways. Finally, the Robinson Family Farm is opening for fall festivities this Saturday, September 27th. So get ready for helicopter rides, pig races, food trucks, putt-putt, farm animals, zip lines, axe throwing, pumpkin patches, crazy desserts, live music, gift shops, and so much more. So plan your visit to Robinson Family Farm this week. I'm Elizabeth Riley with your Act Locally Waco News, and I'll see you then.
Now, I need to not correct, but make sure everybody else. Am I correct in saying, Lizzie B., that Robinson Family Farm is not in Robinson? That's their name.
You are correct.
Is it more towards Temple?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure everybody driving around Robinson right now going, where's
Where
the
is
farm?
it? No.
But anyway, that's a great place.
Yeah, there's a
over
ton
the
of
years, we've promoted events that are taking place over there. So go check it out. All right, here we go. Anything coming up? Maybe a new beer that's coming out or an event that's coming up you want to talk about?
Yeah, I'll let Ryan talk about some of the beers. We are in our Oktoberfest season. We have Oktoberfest celebrations going on at all of our stores. And in about 2 weeks, October 10th, we'll have ours in Killeen. And the Garrison Commander of Fort Hood has so graciously accepted our invite to come out and tap a firkin.
Oh, nice.
So it's going to be very traditional and a lot of fun.
Yeah?
Currently, the beers that we have coming out got a really nice German Pilsner. It's going to be really crisp, really refreshing. Other than that, I got a nice smoked Doppelbock that's going to be hitting here pretty soon.
There you go. Website. How can people keep up with the 3 locations?
SouthernRootsBrewingCo.com. And if you're on Facebook, Instagram, check us out. We're always posting events and updates and just sort of what's happening in our breweries and in the community.
Love it. Thank you guys so much for coming in, and good luck with 3 locations and maybe more coming down the road. Southern Roots. But before you get out of here, you have the honor of reading the bad joke of the day. Which one of you guys going to throw it out there?
What did the chef say after a breakup?
What?
I'm soup or sad.
All right, Southern Roots, go check them out. We'll take a commercial break, come back with live music at the backyard. Here we go.
At Tusain's, we understand that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world. That's why our mission is to make fitness accessible to everyone, anywhere. Committed to excellence, we adopt a user-centric approach guided by ergonomics and medical science. With a team of seasoned professionals in R&D, design, and manufacturing, we prioritize quality across our entire product line. Visit Tusains.com today and start your journey to better health. That's TOUSAINS.com.
At Open Goal USA, we're revolutionizing training for both soccer and lacrosse with our innovative portable rebounders. Perfect for players of all ages and skill levels, our rebounders improve accuracy, control, and technique in both sports. Built with premium materials for durability and ease of use, they're ideal for training anywhere, anytime. Whether you're perfecting your soccer game or sharpening your lacrosse skills, Open Goal USA has you covered. Visit OpenGoAAALUSA.com and elevate your training today.
Relax with Hemp Delicious. Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness. Brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious. Find your blend at hempdelicious.com.
Introducing Muck-Off's classic pink bike cleaner, powered by revolutionary nanotechnology that breaks down dirt and grime on a microscopic level while protecting your bike's delicate finish. Developed by our mad developer Alex and tested by riders, our products are made by riders for riders. Discover more at us.muc-off.com, where we break the mold to bring you the best in bike care.
For You Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. Say goodbye to long waits and office visits. Check your health on your own terms with For You Health. Visit foryouhealth.com today and free yourself from traditional medicine. That's the number 4youhealth.com. At Fullwell, we bring together the expertise of registered dietitians, MDs, and OBGYNs to give you the best fertility support. Our research-backed bioavailable formulas are crafted with your health in mind, ensuring the highest quality and safety. From preconception to pregnancy and beyond, we exceed industry standards with independent testing for harmful contaminants. With our comprehensive practitioner directory, personalized care is always within reach. Fullwell, your trusted partner on your fertility journey. Visit us at fullwellfertility.com.
Since 2003, Bluehost has been empowering people to harness their brands online with innovative web hosting solutions. Trusted by over 2 million users, we're the longest-running WordPress.org recommended host. With Bluehost, you get a safer, better web experience, supported by the world's most popular site builder, and backed by our commitment to open source projects. Visit Bluehost.com today and take your website to the next level.
Experience the future of secure private cloud storage with Internix. Protect your files with end-to-end encryption, ensuring your data stays private and accessible only to you. Enjoy seamless, fast storage without compromising security. Visit Internix.com today and take control of your digital life. That's INTERNXT.com today.
Be the best parent to the best S-Pup. For Kitty, we decode more than 100,000 data points, so you know what makes them walk, talk, and act like only they can. We provide the best care and make smart health decisions, now and forever. Plan better, care smarter, love longer. Wisdom Panel, the world's leading pet DNA service.
I don't know, if Bubble wasn't here, I don't know what people would be doing, like making PowerPoints or something. Bubble allows you to make it real and for it to actually work. So I feel like Bubble bridges that gap and being able to give people the opportunity to make their ideas come to life really quickly too. I love that I can sit down and build something the way that I think it should be built and have the control over it.
Bubble turns ideas into fully scalable apps. Try Bubble today.
Hi, I'm Jo from Face Theory. You're going to want to have a specific goal for your skincare routine. What do you want to achieve? Active ingredients are really strong, and if you're using too many at once, your skin can get overwhelmed. Don't overspend on products. Choose products that have scientific research behind them. At Face Theory, if you're not happy with a product, just say so, just give us a shout and we'll give you your money back, no problem.
I know you're gonna love this Kodak Dot Plus printer. You guys just connect it to your smartphone and then you're gonna use the Kodak Photo Print app. It's going to print you a 4x6 photo. I am just in awe. I love how these turned out. Also, the printer comes with a free cartridge of 10 photo sheets. I can assure you, you are going to love this printer as much as my family has. You guys have to check it out for yourself.
Tuesday, we are live at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. Thanks to Dustin and Ryan for coming in from Southern Roots as we celebrate Oktoberfest. Were you able to load any of those pictures? You want to throw let's throw a couple up there. So 1 year ago on the Zack and Jim Travel Club, we started in Switzerland, we went to Austria, and we ended up in Germany for Oktoberfest. And like I said yesterday, I honestly did not know Oktoberfest was held primarily in September. Who knew that? I don't know. But we had a blast. It is one of the most incredible spectacles you'll ever see in your life. Thousands. I forgot the number, but I believe I was told on that, there's a picture of us. I think we were in the Ferris wheel, Andrea and I, and took that picture. And that was early in the day. It wasn't even full yet. But I think I was told that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that particular weekend, they would do 1.5 million people in 3 days. And that's not the whole run of the thing. That's just that weekend. But it was crazy. And there's different buildings. You can go to, the Pilsner building and the Lowenbrau building and the so-and-so building. And they've got a lot of strict rules. But there's the Ferris wheel we were on. One of the things that I do remember about it, of anything, is they had these medics. And they had a gurney and the 3 or 4 medics. And there were so many people drunk and passing out or being sick, and they would run and throw that person and run and dump them outside the wall out there or get them medical care. I don't know. Yeah, there's the Lowenbrau picture right there. But these places, it was incredible. It's well worth it. And I don't know if I sent you a picture of I always, since I was a kid, wanted to ride the swing thing. Now, they have the swings in America, but this one goes, I don't know how many stories up, but I got to ride the swing.
That combination might not suit. That might be part of the reason for the medics as well.
That's true.
And then
that is true.
And then there's this one of the tilt-a-whirl or something.
Yeah, I mean they had over there they got different rides.
Yeah. Once again, maybe not the best mix with a whole.
Oh no, you're right.
Bunch of beer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if OSHA or whoever regulates rides has the same jurisdiction over there. This thing right here, it would spin 4 different directions.
Yeah.
Round, up and down.
Yep.
I got some videos. But anyway, we had a great time at Oktoberfest, which led me to do Beer Week. And thanks to Southern Roots for coming in this morning. I'll give you a little heads up. Tomorrow, I've got Bear Arms Brewery. I got Kevin and Jill are going to come by. Music-wise, Bryan Mullen will be here. But right now, all the way from parts unknown, Thomas Michael Riley. Thomas, how are you, buddy?
Man, if I was any better, I'd be right here. Or in Germany, maybe. I learned Vier Bier Bitte.
That's the only way I learned how to order 4
I like
beers,
that.
please. Yeah.
That's all you need, right?
That's it. Yeah.
And how to say, where's the bathroom?
That's
in
right.
German, That's the first thing we learned when we started going to Mexico. Donde baño or something, Or,
we could ask in 4 different
Una más
languages.
cerveza, Oh, yeah. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself for those that are new and watching for the first time.
Oh, well, thanks for watching, first of all, and thanks for having me here. If you just Google Thomas Michael Riley, you'll know more than I know about myself. So try that first. But I've got 12 albums, all original music. I write songs, and for 22 years now, I've made a full-time living just singing the songs I've written and traveling across the world, including Germany and Switzerland and France and Europe. I'm a big star in little places.
I love it. I love it. We were talking about the other day about how country music, any American music, is just huge over there in Ireland and Germany, and it's just crazy.
Yeah, they have discernment. They listen very, very carefully, and they can tell the difference between Texas music and Nashville music or California music. I mean, what they love about our Texas music is that it's honest.
Yeah.
And definitely not politically correct. It just tells the truth.
Right. Right. I love that, man. That is great. All right, let's go with a song. What are you going to do very first song?
Well, why don't I do this? Because it's inspired by a good-looking girl with a T-shirt on, and her T-shirt said, "I heart Jesus." And I thought, well, I heart Jesus too. And so I started to follow her, and she walked away. On the back it said, "But I drink tequila." And so I said, well, that's got to be the song. So I called it Me and Jesus.
I love it.
Me and Jesus are getting tighter each day. I've been drinking tequila in the evenings, listening to what he's got to say. We all know the Lord sure does work in mysterious ways. I've been a little bewildered, but now it's getting clearer every day. Water to wine or tequila for me, fruit of the vine or the blue agave. One more verse, one more round, another late night. Me and Jesus gonna get it right. Me and Jesus been staying up late. I was angry with his father for all my suffering and pain. But now I give him credit, Lord, thanks he deserves. Narrow trails getting wider, well, he's straightening out all of the curves. Water to wine or tequila for me, fruit of the vine or the blue agave. One more verse, one more round, another late night. Me and Jesus gonna get it right. Well, finding the truth right in front of my face. It's love, it's a gift, it's a paradigm shift, it's amazing grace. Me and Jesus, we're taking our time, carving out a better man with the clay and the salt and the lime. But if you want to judge me, well, go on ahead. But I'm a work in progress, and I ain't done yet. Water to wine or tequila for me, fruit of the vine or the blue agave. One more verse, one more round, another late night. Me and Jesus gonna get it right. Me and Jesus gonna get it right. Oh, on a Tuesday.
Nice. Very good. Got to get some T-shirts printed up for that song.
We need that. Yeah, that's very cool. Very cool.
All right, Thomas, this is the time of the morning we talk about what happened on this date in country music history. See if you remember these. Let's go back to 1952. This is before our time. Hank Williams, the famous Hank Williams, recorded Kalijah, Your Cheatin' Heart, and Take These Chains From My Heart. It became the musician's very last recording session before he passed away. 1966, Dolly recorded a song called Dumb Blonde. It was a single, and it was on her very first debut album in 1967. It was called Hello, I'm Dolly, was the title of the album. 1993, Faith Hill released Wild One, #1 on the country charts. 2003, Johnny Cash released a concert. Let me make sure I get this right. Behind Prison Walls. Okay, I understand. I guess that was the title, Behind Prison Walls.
Yeah, it's a concert behind prison walls. Yeah.
Yeah. 54th album. 54 albums.
Man.
Holy cow. Then 2014, Kenny Chesney released his 16th studio album, The Big Revived, which became his 10th #1 country music album. So there you go. A few things that happened on this date in country history. Do you have an all-time favorite classic country or rock or whatever that you go, he's the best or she's the best?
I have several, but right now my favorite one is Keith Whitley. I like guys that can't, they no longer do their songs because they're watching over us. But Keith Whitley, I thought, had a fantastic voice, and back in the mid-'80s. And he just did some wonderful things. So.
Yeah, and a crazy haircut.
Yeah. And a crazy woman.
Oh, gosh. Keith Whitley had, if you've never seen a picture of Keith Whitley, he had an afro that was styled to look like the mullet. It was an afro mullet. You know, he had a little bit in the back here and then the curly on top. Truly, there's been so many country singers that we've lost to either drugs, alcohol, whatever it might be. But Keith Whitley is one of those that you lost early, that was successful and had nothing but stardom and great things ahead of him. And you're right. What a great talent. It's just sad we lose those people.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's do another song.
All right. Let's do this one. Anyway, Parts Unknown, I can tell you. But if you just keep going Wortham Bend, it's China Spring address. But I'm about 9 miles, probably 11 miles below the dam on Lake Whitney.
Oh, there you go.
On Wortham Bend Drive. So
I drove Wortham Bend many a time. I used to live out at Hills of Childers Creek.
Oh, yeah.
Out there off Garrett.
Yeah.
And, I drove it many, many times.
Yeah, I go across Childers Creek every day, coming and going.
There you go. I love it.
So this, I write about local stuff. This will be on the new album in 26. But I guess you know the places in the song. And, of course, there's a girl in there, too. Met her down at Dichotomy Coffee. I was drinking a latte one day. She ordered a Dr. Pepper espresso, animal style all the way. Could have been the caffeine kicking, 'cause our hearts started to race. We skipped to the backyard and danced to the music on a hot damn summer day. She was a perfect girl. Her smiling eyes took my worries away. Smart and pretty and free as a bird. She warned me she could never change. We laughed and danced and held each other. The rest of the world went away. And the sun set down over Waco, Texas on a hot damn summer day. Granddad told me the sun don't shine on the same dog's ass every day. Long as this world keeps on spinning, everything's gonna change. Our hearts raced together so fast, we just got carried away. And the sun set over Waco, Texas on a hot damn summer day. Yeah, Granddad told me the sun don't shine on the same dog every day. Long as four winds keep on blowing, everything's gonna change. We laughed and danced and held each other. The rest of the world went away. The stars watched over us all night long on a hot damn summer day. Now the brightest stars shine just before the dawn. They never last too long, never last too long. They slip away and fade out one by one, and they move on, they just move on. And when she opened her eyes in the morning light, I asked if she wanted to stay. She said we're only meant to be here for a moment, and smiled and looked away. Now 24 hours can seem like a lifetime can seem like a day. And a cold wind blew into Waco, Texas on a hot damn summer day. Now I know the sun don't shine on the same dog's ass every day. I've seen rain and snow, felt a cold wind blow ever since she went away. It's been one long summer since we held each other. I think I'm gonna be okay, 'cause the sun's shining bright in Waco, Texas on a hot damn summer day. Yeah, it's 100 degrees in Waco, Texas on a hot damn summer day.
Yeah. Nice. You know, I kind of, when I hear your music and I hear you, I kind of think of if Don Williams and Tom T. Hall were cloned, it would be you.
It'd be Tom T. Riley.
That's
Williams.
right. I like it. Oh, my gosh.
Well, thank you, man. That's a great compliment.
I'm going to tell you, both are truly legends.
Oh, I love them both. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Thomas Michael Riley is with me today here at the Backyard on a Tuesday live. We're going to get more music, find out more about Thomas coming up. But right now, I want to talk to you about my friends at Elite Steel and Supply. Elite Steel and Supply is a mill on the north side of Temple, up on I-35, fronts up to 35. In their mill, it's all about metal. They roll it, bend it, cut it, shape it, form it, all right there. You're building a barn dominium. You're building a warehouse. You're building a something for your farm or your ranch, store the tractor in. Putting a metal roof on your home. Oh, God, I love metal roofs on houses. Reach out to my friend Gary and Tina Smith at Elite Steel and Supply. Call this number, 773-4300. 773-4300. Elite Steel and Supply. There's a lot of places that sell metal up and down I-35, but none like Elite. They promise the quickest turnaround and job site delivery. Elite Steel and Supply. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
Golf Partner, the world's largest golf store network, offers more purchasing opportunities than anywhere else. With a dominant market share and a wider selection of quality secondhand golf clubs than our competitors, we make it easy for you to enjoy the game with affordable, top-quality equipment. Join us at golfpartnerusa.com and discover why we're the trusted choice for golf lovers worldwide. That's GOLFPARTNERUSA.com. Golf Partner.
Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress. It's like a wearable hug for your nervous system that helps you calm down and feel better. The Apollo wearable will send gentle vibrations to your body, like a song you can feel instead of hear. You feel better, you sleep better, and you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
When you learn a language with Babbel, you start a journey that takes you further and further. Anytime and anywhere you wish. It's easy and fun. Broadens your horizons and keeps your brain fit. A journey into new thoughts, new cultures, new adventures. So what are you waiting for? Start your journey with Babbel now. Go to babbel.com or download the app.
BadCreditLoans.com is a pioneering service provider that has carved a reputation in the financial industry for its dedication to helping individuals with bad credit secure loans. By making timely repayments, borrowers can gradually repair their credit history, thereby increasing their chances of securing better loan terms in the future. BadCreditLoans.com serves as a beacon of hope for those with bad credit. Simple, fast, and reliable loan application process. And its commitment to responsible borrowing makes it a trusted partner in the journey towards financial stability.
Did you know nearly all stock price changes of 10% or more result from a single news headline? These news catalysts create trading opportunities every day. All you need is a little help to reach out and take them. It doesn't matter if your investment budget is small or big. All you need is Benzinga Pro and its powerful news alerts, price tracking, and portfolio monitoring. Subscribe now, and we'll skyrocket your portfolio today.
I've always had thin hair my whole life. It breaks off at a certain length. In the last 6 months, I've noticed it just really bad. I mean, you could totally see it. I wear a hat a lot. I tried several different products. My experience with the Bosley MD hair regrowth kit was amazing. It was easy to use. It let me take off my hat. I could go in public and have my picture taken and feel normal again.
BosleyMD.com.
Back live at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. Here we are, Tuesday morning get together. Thomas, you got any events or anything you want to plug, talk about?
I do. You're so nice. I do about 120 shows a year, and I do 2 major festivals. Luckenbach is the first weekend in May every year, and this year, 26 will be my 19th year in a row. Even through COVID, we've done that festival. So it's just called Thomas Michael Riley Music Festival in Luckenbach. They came and asked me, 20 years ago. I said, "What, Willie turn you down?" They said, "Well, as a matter of fact, he did. He wanted all the beer concessions." And
yeah.
I went, okay, well, can we split them? No, you can't have our beer concessions, but you can have all the money from the gate. I said, okay. So that was 20 years ago. So
wow,
that's made. Now the newest one is coming up this weekend in Llano, Texas, on the Llano River for the first time in the history of the world. This will be our 3rd year. But 3 years ago, they said, "Riley, can you do one here?" And we backed the stage up to where it's parallel with the Llano River. And so all you see is the band's on the stage, the Llano River for a backdrop, and then there's one home that's across the river that's built in 1855, so an old German stone home. And it's like stepping back in time at Robinson City Park. I mean, it's kid-friendly, dog-friendly, and music-friendly. So.
Now, does somebody live in that house?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just an old settler's home. And
really?
At least I've never seen a car there.
Yeah.
They might leave during the festival. Who knows?
That's right. That could be the VIP area, Just
Yeah. Yeah, and then you can see the backside of me. I love it.
All right, here it is. Okay, there's his back.
That's right.
I see that.
A little dot there. That's it.
Now that's coming up this weekend?
This weekend, Friday and Saturday on the Llano River. So,
and how many different acts are going to be there?
There's going to be 10 acts.
10, okay.
Yeah, and I think you know them all. Josh Weathers. Remember Mike and the Moon Pies? They changed their name to Silverado. Chad
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Chad Prather. And they're all buddies. They're all good people with good music. Aubrey Lynn's going to play there. Dallas Moore. I mean, just some Travis Smith. Travis Smith is a singer, soldier, songwriter. So he's fought for our country, and I love the guy. So he's going to come out. He's even doing a little pre-party. We do a sponsor party on Thursday night where all the folks that are behind it come out and listen. And a guy named David Lee, who you may or may not know, you'll know him from all the songs that he's written. So a lot of these songwriters, you don't know their name, but you know their songs.
Exactly, yeah.
So so it's just a great weekend, and the weather. I looked at it, perfect. Yeah.
Do you know is there a website or somewhere you can go to find it?
Yeah, Llano Music Fest.
Okay.
.com or just Google Llano Texas Music Fest, and it's cool. It's a 501c3 nonprofit, so the money, all the profits go to the Llano County youth. So,
nice.
So it's a great time for a great cause. So I kind of like that.
I love it.
Yeah, thanks for asking, man. And I
Sure.
did get to play the Will of Waco since I saw you last.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
I love that place.
It
Yeah.
is nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, let's get back to some music. What are you going to do this time?
I'll do something I call happiness, because it took me a while to figure out what that was. And I thought it's something, you know, 'cause I was chasing it, and then I realized you can't chase it, because if you chase it, you're never going to find it. Happiness ain't something that you find, it's something that you choose. My granddad taught me years ago when he caught me with the blues. I kept it with me even when it seems like I got nothing left to lose. Happiness ain't something that you find, it's something that you choose. Joy is not $1 million mansion on an island far away. Joy is a decision about how you're gonna live your life each day. Grateful for the storm clouds and every single drop of rain. Joy is a decision about how you're gonna live your life each day. Why won't people understand the power to change your life is right there in your hand? Friends are people God puts in your life for you to toss away. Friends are here to share our laughter and help us through our toughest days. Somebody to get stupid with, someone to hear you cry and scream. Friends, they cherish one another's hopes, they're kind to one another's dreams. Why won't people understand the power to change your life is right there in your hand? Happiness ain't something that you find, it's something that you choose. My granddad taught me years ago when he caught me with the blues. Well, I kept it with me even when it seems like I got nothing left to lose. Happiness ain't something that you find, it's something that you choose. Oh, happiness ain't something that you find, it's something that you choose. Little happiness, which you already knew I knew. I got here as quick as I could.
That's it. Yeah, that's great. That's great. I know I've asked you before, but when's your birthday?
6/26, 1964.
There you go. We're close in age. Very close.
Yeah. But you look younger. I think it's the miles.
It's the camera. Did you do anything extra special this last birthday?
Yeah, I'm trying to think, where was I? In Costa Rica. Yeah.
That's special.
It was in the jungle. I mean, with the sloths.
The sloths, the monkeys.
They were moving faster than me.
I tell you, the first time, I used to go to Costa Rica quite a bit. And the first time I remember, I'd get up in the morning to have some coffee and sit outside, and the monkeys would start howling, and you'd look up, and they'd just right there in front of you in the trees.
And they got a big sound, too. I mean, it's a little frightening for such a little thing.
One time we were going to go, there was a group of guys, and we were going to go zip lining up in the hills this particular year, and we were in the back of a truck, a big truck, and we're driving up the mountain, and we come to this section of the road, dirt road, and it's completely covered with trees. It's like going through a tunnel. And we get about halfway in there, and those monkeys start howling, and you're going, I've seen this movie. This is where they jump out and they get us. They eat us.
It's right. They
All
love
right.
meat.
So all right, we get up to the zip line. We start doing the zip line, and about halfway or a little longer down the zip line, we're all getting together and we're laughing and saying, man, this is great. And about that time, one of the guides jumps out of the bushes in a damn monkey suit and scared the crap out of all of us. No telling how many times they pulled that on people.
It works every time.
But Costa Rica is a great. Where all did you go in Costa Rica?
We flew into San Jose, and then we took a little puddle jumper across to Paquero.
Yeah.
So we're in the jungle, right in the middle of and then it's really on the Gulf there of the Pacific Ocean. So we would do riverboat rides, and we did they have the luminescence. Bioluminescence is one of the 2 places in the world where at night, on a dark night, no moon, you can see all the phosphorus light coming up from the water.
Oh, neat.
You can scoop your hand in the water and hold up a handful of little fairy dust, it looks like. So did that at night, and then, of course, did all the tours in the world during the day and hiked everywhere. It's a music tour, so we do a Texas music tour and just bring, 30 or so good folks that like music and want to be in the jungle. And there we are, unplugged, kind of like this, except we're in a jungle.
There you go. We used to go, we would fly into Liberia.
Yes.
And we would rent a car and we'd go just down the coastline and end up fly home from San Jose.
Yeah.
But we had great times over there. All right, here we go. Let's do some celebrity birthdays. People that were born on this date in history. Most of them, well, a few of them are no longer with us. 1920, Mickey Rooney, famous star of the past. Mickey Rooney was born. John, you're going to have to help me with this one.
You don't know Coltrane?
I don't. He's a jazz singer.
Oh, John Coltrane.
Oh, okay. Maybe I missed up on that one.
You don't know John Coltrane?
I don't know.
Classic, like jazz flows in his veins, and all jazz flows in and through
Really?
him. Oh yeah. If you're a jazz musician, you know.
Well,
John
from now
Coltrane.
on, I will know.
There you go. You're welcome.
Speaking of that, legends, Ray Charles.
Today is Music Day on birthdays, I guess.
Ray Charles was born in 1930.
Yeah. Wow.
Julio Iglesias. To all the girls I've loved before.
My parents saw Julio Iglesias.
Really?
When they were at Purdue University together. Yep. That was one of their first concerts.
Julio was born in 43. Bruce Springsteen. Born in 1949.
He was born in the USA.
Born in the USA.
Yep.
Jason Alexander is one of ours that isn't a singer.
Yep. He's the only one today that's not.
Funny guy, actor from Seinfeld, was born on this date in 1959.
Now, Jerry, he probably fancies himself a musician, but he's not.
That's true. So there you go. Let's go with some local birthdays now. Let's check out and see who is celebrating a birthday. I want to say happy birthday to my friend Joan Patton. Joan has been on many, her and her husband Lou, been on many Zack and Jim trips over the years. They were faithful Zack and Jim listeners for many years. Happy birthday, Joan. Have a great day. Vicky Cantrell, Carrie Gustafson, or Gustafson, Jamie Feitinger, Kathleen Callender, or Collender could be, Kay Abbey, Jesse Kieran, Clay Loper, Elizabeth Burns celebrating her birthday today, Darian Knox, all celebrating birthdays today. Happy birthday. Make it a special day, a great day. Hey, we're going to take a commercial break. We'll come back. I want to talk to you about my buddies over at Mike's Car Care when we get back, and more music. So hang in there. Back after this.
Since 2003, Bluehost has been empowering people to harness their brands online with innovative web hosting solutions. Trusted by over 2 million users, we're the longest-running WordPress.org recommended host. With Bluehost, you get a safer, better web experience, supported by the world's most popular site builder, and backed by our commitment to open source projects. Visit Bluehost.com today and take your website to the next level.
Experience the future of secure private cloud storage with Internex. Protect your files with end-to-end encryption, ensuring your data stays private and accessible only to you. Enjoy seamless, fast storage without compromising security. Visit Internex.com today and take control of your digital life. That's INTERNXT.com today.
Be the best parent to the best S-Pup. For Kitty, we decode more than 100,000 data points, so you know what makes them walk, talk, and act like only they can. We provide the best care and make smart health decisions, now and forever. Plan better, care smarter, love longer. Wisdom Panel, the world's leading pet DNA service.
I don't know, if Bubble wasn't here, I don't know what people would be doing, like making PowerPoints or something. Bubble allows you to make it real and for it to actually work. So I feel like Bubble bridges that gap and being able to give people the opportunity to make their ideas come to life really quickly too. I love that I can sit down and build something the way that I think it should be built and have the control over it.
Bubble turns ideas into fully scalable apps. Try Bubble today.
Hi, I'm Jo from Face Theory. You're going to want to have a specific goal for your skincare routine. What do you want to achieve? Active ingredients are really strong, and if you're using too many at once, your skin can get overwhelmed. Don't overspend on products. Choose products that have scientific research behind them. At Face Theory, if you're not happy with a product, just say so, just give us a shout and we'll give you your money back, no problem.
I know you're gonna love this Kodak Dot Plus printer. You guys just connect it to your smartphone and then you're gonna use the Kodak Photo Print app. It's going to print you a 4x6 photo. I am just in awe. I love how these turned out. Also, the printer comes with a free cartridge of 10 photo sheets. I can assure you, you are going to love this printer as much as my family has. You guys have to check it out for yourself.
Back live at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill Tuesday. We're downtown. You can watch the show Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 o'clock, live on YouTube. Just go YouTube, search Zack Owen Show, and then you can go back later tonight, tomorrow, next week, a month from now, and check out all the episodes. Today is episode 186.
And don't forget to like and subscribe when you're there.
You've got to like and subscribe.
Like
Doesn't cost you
growing.
a penny.
We're growing. Like we hit that 1,000 mark and we just
We're almost at 2,000.
Yeah.
Almost. We need to get it going. Come on, let's like and subscribe. And then you can always go back and just listen as a podcast, whether it be Apple, Spotify, anywhere you would get a podcast, you can listen to the show. Maybe you're driving in your car and you want to listen to it. But anyway, yeah, like and subscribe. That's a major thing right there. Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 o'clock. And I want to talk to you about one of our sponsors. Again, if you would like to sponsor the show, we'd love to have you on board, like my friends at Mike's Car Care Center. Mike Land and the crew on Sanger Avenue. You want to do a tune-up, maybe oil and filter change, brake job, air conditioning problems. Well, trust my friend Mike Land and his trained professional technicians. They are ready to take care of you. Honest, dependable, great prices. Mike's Car Care Center. Call them today, 855-68-53. Got to add that 53. 855-68-53 is the phone number. Sanger Avenue right here in Waco. Mike's Car Care Center. Thomas Michael Riley is my guest today, doing a fantastic job. Thomas, let's keep the music going with another song.
You got it, man. I wrote this. I was living on Eagle Canyon Drive. You know where the water tower is on Wortham Bend Road.
Oh yeah.
You turn right there. That's Eagle Canyon. You go down 1 mile and you're on the Brazos River.
On the river, yeah.
And I had been knocked down. I mean, everybody has had a tough time in their life, but I'd been knocked down anyway. I was up, and my rehab was to ride a bicycle. And I got passed by a butterfly. That's how fast I was working. But the noise of the pedals moving and the chain, it was the rhythm of this song kept going through my head. And as you know, I have voices in my head, and sometimes I write them down. So this is called Get Back Up and Ride.
All right.
5 years old, Dad got me a bike, no training wheels. He never liked them. He said, when you fall, you learn to get back up. Just keep on top, keep it right down the middle. Don't look back, don't forget to pedal. Keep your feet moving all the time. And no matter what happens, get back up and ride. Get back up and ride. Just keep on believing you're gonna make it. Don't stop, don't put your foot on the brake, no matter how fast or slow you go. You might get scratched, you might get bruises. Falling's gonna make you feel like you're losing. Well, that's the way it is in life. And no matter what happens, get back up and ride. Get back up and ride. You got to get back up and ride. Get back up and ride. Well, I've fallen off and I've been knocked down so many times now. I can't count them, but I never will forget. Those words my dad shouted out to me keep me going in this life, you see, 'cause we all get banged up now and then. Just keep on believing you're gonna make it. Don't stop, don't put your foot on the brake, no matter how fast or slow you go. You might get scratched, you might get bruises. Falling's gonna make you feel like you're losing. That's the way it is in life. No matter what happens, get back up and ride. Get back up and ride. You got to get back up and ride. Get back up and ride.
Get on up. Good. Whether you pedal one forward and pedal backwards too.
Right.
Keep going. Just keep moving. All right, time to check in, see what's happening in the world of sports. The Pete Sousa show, which comes on right after mine, they talk about sports. Today is Tuesday. Did we not, Kevin, decide that Tuesday was like the sports lull day of all?
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
Sports lull. Monday Night Football last night. What was the big? Did you watch any of it?
I did. I watched quite a bit of it, and the Ravens defense just looks like Swiss cheese.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's usually a really strong suit.
Yeah, they've got a few hurt people, and I think they're relying too much on their offense, and but. Scotty's on now.
Scotty, what do you think about last night's game? I'm the guy that picked Detroit this year, but I kind of was leaning, I thought, well, Baltimore will win. What was your thoughts?
Jack, I think we last night saw some serious deficiency in Lamar Jackson's game that I think people don't want to talk about. There were way too many times he dropped back to throw and just backpedaled till he was 20 yards in the backfield and out of options. And, even the best running quarterbacks, and he might be the best running quarterback of all time, you have to be able to step into the pocket and deliver footballs on occasion. Like Michael Vick, Robert Griffin, Jalen Hurts is doing it now. Like, these guys can step into the pocket and make throws, and Lamar didn't want to do that last night. And I don't know if that's the Lions' scheme. Aiden Hutchinson looks like a man possessed. But, Zach, at the end of the game, Lamar Jackson was sacked 7 times. Jared Goff was sacked 0 times. And that's the difference in the ball game. Is you had one quarterback that was stepping up and delivering the football on time, and I know he's playing in a tremendous offense. That Detroit Lions offense is stacked. But then you had another quarterback who looked like he was trying to play backyard football, and the Detroit Lions defense was not tolerating it.
I saw a TikTok or Facebook of a well-known, I can't think of his name right now, been around forever, sports guy, and they had asked him about the Cowboy defense, and he said, when I think in the past of the Cowboys, I think of Bob Lilly and Randy White and D.D. Lewis, and just the list goes on and on. But this year, he said, nothing's right. It looks like total confusion. The line is not stopping the run. The defensive backs are letting get past. It's just total train wreck.
It's a disaster, and people are going to be quick to point to Matt Eberflus, but I don't think he's the problem. I think there is a serious lack of talent on the defensive side. You traded away your best defensive player and maybe the best defensive player in the NFL when you got rid of Michael Parsons. Demarion Overshone is probably your next best player. He's still recovering from that knee injury last year.
Right.
Trayvon Diggs is clearly not healthy. I know he's playing poorly, but I think he's clearly not healthy. Deron Bland, probably your best cornerback, is not healthy. But then, like, outside of those four that I just mentioned, one traded and three injured, who can you rely on in the Dallas Cowboys defense? I can't name a single consistently reliable player, and that's a problem. And as good as they've been at drafting offensive talent in recent years, I mean, for a decade, offensive linemen, receivers, Dallas has done really, really well drafting those spots. But as far as drafting defensive playmakers, man, where are they?
Where are they?
We don't have any.
All right, what's the big topic today on the Pete Sousa Show?
Well, we're going to stick with our Big 12 football talk.
Okay.
And that's exciting for me. So one of the big topics today, what's going to happen here with Mike Gundy, man? It looks bad in Stillwater. And, of course, Baylor's going up there to play Oklahoma State this weekend. And you know, if Baylor wins by enough of a margin, well, is it going to be Mike Gundy's last game?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, and then if you flip it, if they win, if they beat Baylor, what do you do?
Is it? Oh yeah. Listen, the fire Dave Aranda calls will go from minimal to maximum if Baylor loses that game. And then we're excited. We've got Artie Kempner on the show today, and then we've got the voice of the Oklahoma State Cowboys, and I'm trying to remember how to say his last name, Dave Hunsinger, on today. So. Good football talk all around. It's going to be a great time. 10 o'clock. We're almost ready to go live here. Pete Sousa Show on YouTube.
I love it. Now, is the Pete Sousa going to be there?
You know, it's funny today. Pete is in studio ready to go, and I'm actually on the road running the stream from another location. I'm going to a concert tonight, Zach.
Really? Who are you going to go see?
Kevin will appreciate this. If you've heard of either of these bands, Zach, we can be best friends.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to see Yellow Card and A Day to Remember.
Okay. I guess we can't be friends.
And I am.
What the hell?
I've seen A Day to Remember before. They're good. I've never seen Yellow Card, and they're on their comeback. Their new album comes out in 2 weeks. And I'm so ecstatic.
You don't know.
I'm going to ask Thomas over here. Have you ever heard of either one of those?
No, but that doesn't mean anything. I hang out with songwriters. We're weird.
You know, if you would have said Reba, George Strait, and Brooks and Dunn, hell, I would have been there with you.
Here's my pitch to give Yellow Card a chance.
Okay.
They just recorded their new album because Travis Barker convinced them to come out of retirement, and he drummed and produced on the new album.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
All right.
The new Yellow Card stuff is really, really good. Yeah.
The only way that concert could get better is if Sum 41 was there.
Another one
Kevin.
we're going to.
This is why Kevin is my best friend, Zach.
Hey, here's the deal. If you get in trouble, Kevin and I are very busy. We can't come bail you out. So just take us off your speed dial. Have a great day.
I'll call Lizzie. She'll come bail me out.
We'll talk to you tomorrow, okay?
All right, guys. Y'all are awesome. See ya.
Scotty with the Pete Sousa Show on the road again. Off to see bands I have no clue.
Yellow Card.
Yellow Card on a comeback.
Yeah, Yellow Card. You should check it out.
And what's the other one? What do you say?
I forget the other one.
How soon we forget?
But yeah.
Okay. Hey, we got Thomas Michael Riley here. We know him. I know him. Does a great job. Let's do another song.
All right. Thanks, guys. This one I call Texans, and I wrote it about us because if you look around the room and look around Waco and just look around Texas, I tried to embody the characteristics that make Texans unique. Well, I'm on the side of the ones who never quite fit, square pegs that just won't go into round holes, the people who color and paint outside of the lines, born with the freedom to follow their souls. Well, I want to ride with the ones who never say quit, eyes wide open, blind to the rules, doers and shakers, good troublemakers, dreamers and hell raisers too. This world calls them crazy, this world calls them fools, but I call them friends. I call them every day when I just want to listen, when I got nothing to say, when I'm on top of the world, when I fall on my face, when I need a laugh, when I need to pray. I call them sisters and brothers who care for each other and help one another in need. I call them Texans, I call them my big family. Well, I'm gonna fight for the ones who heal and explore, who hope and imagine, make us want to do more. The ones who turn silence to music, thoughts into paintings, dreams into men on the moon. This world calls them crazy, this world calls them fools, but I call them friends. I call them every day when I want to listen, when I got something to say, when I'm gonna change the world, when I'm too beat up to try, when I need to laugh out loud, when I need to cry. I call them sisters and brothers who care for each other and help one another in need. I call them Texans, I call them friends, I call them my big family. I call them my big family. God bless Texans.
All right. I love that song. That's a great song. When did you write that?
About 2 years ago.
Yeah?
Yeah, just looking around. One of my neighbors worked for NASA, so she's the one that designed the International Space Station that's still up there.
Wow.
And she's in business for herself, so that's why she lives here. And so her contract work is with the Navy and with the government. And she even did some time for Disney, making sure their roller coasters would work, unlike some of the ones in Germany that you described.
Yeah.
So they would not fly off the wheel.
You know, now that answers the reason that I've always wondered, since it was the space station was designed by a Texan, why there's a hitching post outside.
That's right.
Huh? There you go.
You got to have that.
Oh, that's a great deal. All right. Hey, tell me once again, before we wrap it up here in just a minute, tell me once again about the big festival this weekend.
Oh, yeah, LanoTexasMusicFest.com. So you look at that in Robinson Park, Llano, Texas. Bring your pets. Bring your own cooler. Put your favorite adult beverages in that cooler.
You need to bring a chair, lawn chair?
Bring a lawn chair. Sit out on the grass. There's a pavilion. Or you can get tables, too. You can get chairs and tables. It depends on the tickets. But I just bring a lawn chair and a cooler and watch great music all day long, Saturday and Friday, this 26th and 27th of September.
What time, do you recall what time it starts each day?
Yeah, the gates will open at 2, and the first band kicks at 4 p.m., and then we try to finish about 11-ish, so about 7 hours each day.
Man, that's going to be great. Kevin's got the poster up on the screen right now.
Oh, cool.
It's got a QR code, by the way. Shoot that real quick and enjoy the 26th and 27th, the Llano Music Fest. Woo!
Beautiful.
The throwdown.
Yeah. Third annual.
Thank you so much for coming in
Thank you
and
for having
being
me.
on the
This is
show.
wonderful.
You're a great guy. You got great songs, great stories, great voice, just all over. Great guy.
Yeah, I'm going to quote you now, the Don Williams and Tom T. Hall quote.
That's right.
Zack Owen says,
Hey, and we mentioned a while ago Hoyt Axton. If we throw Hoyt Axton,
that's
Don Williams, and Tom T.
That's it. We got it all.
A hell of a deal, man. Woo. Hoyt Axton was one of those guys, kind of reminds me of a Billy Joe Shaver, that
Exactly.
he could act, he could write, he could sing, he just do everything.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I love that. All right, let's close it out with one more song, and we'll get you back on again if you'll come back.
Man, I'll be proud to do. Real quick story, Billy Joe Shaver played my first
tell me.
ever music festivals in Luckenbach, and I was worried because it was first, and he didn't show. We finally got a phone call, and he was late, but he made it, and he came right up to me. I mean, he didn't know me. I'd never met him. He said, Thomas, here's what happened. Our van, we're driving from Waco, our van kept overheating and stopped, and the guys in the band said, we got to turn around and go back. This is never going to make it there. I said, show me what's wrong. They took me outside. They opened the hood up, and they pointed to the radiator. Said, that's overheating, Billy Joe. He said, I put my hands on the radiator to pray. He said, I didn't leave him there very long. He said, and I said, Lord, this boy needs us. If it's in your will, get us to Luckenbach.
I love it.
I said, get back in the van. I said, start it up, and we did, and we drove straight here. So there's your Billy Joe Shaver story of the day.
That is great.
You can't make this stuff up, man.
Do you think Billy had a denim shirt on?
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
I swear
Billy Joe.
he raised up off the stage, too, on one of his songs. He actually levitated. They say music is uplifting, and I saw it personally.
I love it. Hey, tomorrow we continue with October. Bare Arms. Got Kevin and Jill coming in. Bryan Mullen will be here to entertain us on the stage. Once again, Thomas, thanks so much for coming in. Hey, I miss you, Jim. Let's close it out.
You got it. If I could write about the way you make me feel, I don't know what I'd write. But of all the words there are to use, they'd never say it right. When I only have a minute, and it'd take 1,000 hours, and some new words too. But my nights are never blue. I don't mind the rain when I'm with you. When I'm with you, the song's already written. Melodies turn into words nobody's ever heard. When I'm alone, the only thing that I can say that's true is my nights are never blue. I don't mind the rain when I'm with you. My nights are never blue. I don't mind the rain when I'm with you. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, guys. Kevin, thank you, buddy.